Hi, and welcome back to Knots by Laney. I'm Laney, and today we're going to organize my yarn. This is my yarn stash. So every single drawer is covered in yarn. So I think what we're going to do is pull everything out, and then I want to try and organize it by color, fiber, and weight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that or not, but we're going to try. So I guess we should just start pulling yarn out. We'll start with my two acrylic bins that I know are fully acrylic. This is from when I was trying to make a temperature blanket and then I made it way too big and it wasn't going to be usable. It was like a king-size blanket. I'm going to struggle not telling you about every single yarn that I own. However, this Lion's brand respun recycled polyester yarn, I absolutely hate it. I hate it. You can't frog it. Like, if you try and rip out your stitches, it just sticks together. I don't know what to do with it. Here's all the granny squares I made thinking that I was going to make a granny square bag, and then I gave up. So let me know if I should make it. Actually finish that. I'm also going to have to wind up a lot of this because it is falling apart. Like you can tell some of these, all of these were wound up at one point. Like these were all cakes at one point. We're gonna put scraps up there. Also, yarn is my cat's favorite thing in the world, and this one over here, Kana, her favorite thing in the world is to climb in these bins. So as soon as this bin is empty, she's gonna hop in it, and then we're going to lose a bin for however long it takes her to nap. See, like, look at that. Why am I like this? It's also like 9 a.m. and I don't know why I decided this would be the first thing I would do this morning. I'm severely regretting it, and we haven't even emptied out a full bin yet. So, love that for us. One bucket empty! Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's put all of the colors together just so it's easier for us later. Because it's a new camera, you guys might get some awkward shots. I don't think I was in frame for that last one. However, not much I can do about that now. It's all on the floor. So, I'm not going to pretend to redo it. Okay, the camera just turned off. I don't know why. I hope that doesn't keep happening. Why is this in here? Like, what is this? Why is this? Here's a project I haven't finished. Here's another project I didn't finish. Here is a knit project I never finished. Here's the little knit sleeves that were supposed to go on that. I don't think all my yarn's gonna fit on the floor. Here we are. All of the bins are empty. This is a horrible shot, but I made a bed of yarn. Haven't you ever just wanted to lay on your yarn? Now what? We're gonna start with blanket yarn because I have the least amount of it. And then maybe we'll color code it? I don't know. This is all my cotton yarns. I have regular cotton yarn, and then I have scrubbies, plus t-shirt yarn and macrame yarn, and all of my bare yarn is going in this one. I am adding my knit and crochet cotton yarn and all of my fingering weight cotton yarns and DK cotton yarns into this bin as well. Little tail. I've got all of my green acrylic yarn in this bin, and then I have, well, let me hold it for a second. And then I have kind of color coded everything else. So here's all my yellow and orange acrylic, except for that big boy. All of my pinks are together, all of the purples. We got a whole diagonal of blue, a few reds, a whole bunch of brown, gray, and black, and then all of my creams slash whites. And then this is my like miscellaneous pile currently. Goal is to group them in color families. So we are going to be putting those yellows in with these greens. Wrapping all of those balls up by hand took forever. Well, so it is now 1:30. I've been doing this since 9, and I've gotten 3 bins put away. I have a camera that is not functioning because I severely underestimated the amount of gigabytes it takes to record a video. So we're back to my phone, and we're back to bad angles because I don't have a tripod. Sorry, we're gonna make the best of it and just try and keep chugging along, but I'm tired, man. I have so much left to do. I've gotten 3 out of 8 bins done in what? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. In almost 5 hours, I've gotten 3 bins done. I think it's time for a lunch break. Do you want to make an egg sandwich with me? Probably not. I think I'm going to make an egg sandwich. Lunch break's over, and we're back to rolling up balls. I'm regretting that I started this project today. We got all of the yellows and greens in here. All that's left is this big one from Pound of Love. And this bin is now done. Let's go put it away. Now we're going to move on to reds and pinks. We might end up putting the purple in with the pink instead of the blue. And then we got all of the neutral tones still left to do. We have almost all of the pink rolled up. All that's left to do is the light pink over here. And this is how we're looking. Now you may ask, well, Delaney, why are you hand wrapping or hand rolling every single ball when you have a yarn winder? That'd be because that's how I've been storing my yarn, is by winding them up into little cakes and then putting them in these bins. And after about 3 months, 4 months of digging through, those little cakes kind of fall apart. I think a really good use out of cakes is those pegboard walls where people like display their yarn on the wall, or if you have open shelving and you can stack them all on top of each other. However, with me having to have all of my yarn in bins because my cats will run around the house with it, it's hard to find things, and then everything gets all mixed up into one giant heap, as you can see at the beginning of the video. Hopefully, anyway. But yeah, so I'm making hand wound balls. This also takes up so much less space in a bin, because they're not like tight. I'm not winding them that tight, but they're definitely they are definitely more tightly wound than a cake winder would wind it up. So there's less like empty space, I guess you could say. Gotten pretty good at winding things up by hand today though. It is now 4 o'clock, and we are on the last color of our 5th bin, which means we have at least 2 more bins to go. One of my 8 bins is just a basket for unfinished projects or finished projects that I have no idea what I'm gonna do with yet. So hopefully that can stay like that and I don't have to go get a bin like a tub for those because I need it for yarn. I'm posting some animal stress balls on my Etsy soon, if they haven't been posted already. I'm just waiting for my mailers to come so I can ship them out when they are ordered, but I'm making, right now I'm offering 3 styles of stress ball. So there's going to be a little pig, which is made out of this color acrylic, and then it has either coral or magenta ears. Those are the other 2 we've already wound up into balls. Then we have a little duckling that is yellow and with that more gold color for its little feet and beak. And then we have a little puppy dog made out of a few different shades of brown. Once I'm done with this ball, I can show you guys the stress balls. Here are the little piggies. Their little floppy ears and their noses, little tails. They're a little, these ones are a little, this one's a little more misshapen because this is the one I use the most when I get stressed. Here's the little duckling. He's so cute. And then here's the puppy. The flippy floppy ears. So I really need this to not look like this. Like all of these are tangled, all of these little balls are tangled into this one big mess, which is what happens when you roll them all into cakes. So let this be your word of a warning. What is happening? Now it's tangled in the chair. Okay. So let this be a word of warning to any new yarn addicts out there that maybe it's not the best idea to roll all of the cakes up into one bin. So I'm gonna be here for the next 5 hours detangling this and rolling all of this into little tiny bowls. And honestly, that's probably gonna be it for today. I will probably just put the blue, purples, and neutrals into a bin and do that tomorrow. Or, you know, maybe while I'm watching TV tonight, I'll roll a few balls. But I don't have high hopes that I'm gonna get this project done in one day anymore. Which, like, had I known the extent of the damage, wouldn't have been a day project now, would it? One ball, free. The question is, should I roll them as I free them to avoid them getting retangled? You know, I'm just gonna roll them as I untangle them. Finally finished untangling the pink yarn, and it can finally go away. And then I did put all of the other yarn in these 2 bins for us to deal with tomorrow. But 5 out of 8 ain't bad for one day. Hi, and welcome back to day 2 of organizing my yarn. I organized all of the purple and blue yarn off camera, and here's a clip of the final drawer. All that's left is to do all of my neutral colors, so the black, gray, browns, tans, whites, creams, all that lovely stuff. A lot of it is full skeins that I haven't even started to use yet, so those are going to be super easy. And then I'll insert the clip of what my desk currently looks like so you can see all of the yarn we still have to wind up. But we're almost there. I will be upfront with you guys and say it is not the next day, but it is day 2. So I had a neck injury and I haven't been able to crochet or do much in the last 3 weeks. I've been in PT. I'm starting to feel better. So let's get this project done and out of the way. We're going to start with black simply because I have the least amount of it. We have 2 balls already rolled up. So all that's left to do for that is re-roll this one up that's coming undone, and then this one right here, and then all of the black yarn that I still own will have been rolled up. So we're going to start with this one because it's going to take 2 seconds to rewind this tail up. Voila. If any of you have cats and your cats are yarn fans, which I think most cats are, please tell me how you guys store your yarn, because I've been putting them in these bins as you've seen this whole video, and my cats know how to open the bins, that they can pull the bins out of the cube. And then they reach down and they grab out whatever ball of yarn looks fun to them, and then they unroll it across my whole house. So, I would love advice. Speaking of cats, Callie, I was gonna use that bin. Do I need to go get a different bin? Have you claimed that one? I guess I'm off to go find another bin. I'll be right back. I have found an empty bin, and now we shall put the yarn away. Oh, now you get out of the bin. Now you get out of the bin. As soon as I start putting yarn away. Lovely. Okay, I think that the ones that are rolled up like this, that came in like kits, I'm going to leave rolled up like this simply because they're nice, they're neat, so they're just gonna go in the bin. I have 2 more like that as well. So these are just going straight in the bin as they are because they're already knotted up all nice and pretty. Alright, so this is what the bin's looking like so far. Turns out I have way more neutrals than I have of any other color. So hopefully this all fits. I'm going to wind up, well, let's see. Let's put the winded up balls in first. So I have a few balls of white already wound up and some of the like off-white. Keep moving the camera. Really need to get a new tripod. Or I need to figure out how that fancy camera works. That would also probably be good. So these going straight in the bin. So I have this yarn. I don't even know like what fiber it is. It looks thinner than acrylic, feels softer than acrylic. I'm not 100% sure if it's cotton, so I don't really want to put it in my cotton drawer. So I think I'm just going to stick it in with the neutrals, and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We got this little ball already wound up. See, I was productive sometimes at the end of projects. Not a lot. But I can occasionally get there. Honestly, if you show me one person who's a crafty person who has an entirely neat and organized craft room, and it's not because they film YouTube videos, I'd be shocked. Maybe I just have ADHD. And sometimes things get down to be like this size, and then I go, why am I keeping this? This won't even make a singular row of most of my projects. And yet, into the bin it goes. Because I'm a hoarder. Here's all that's left. My grays and a few whites, a brown and a cream. Okay, we have all of our gray rolled up and into the bin it is going. All right, now it's time to actually roll up the ones that look like this. Wish me luck. Because this video is already going to be 9 million years long, I am going to do all of this off camera, roll them up into little balls, and I will show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, we have our last balls wound up. Let's put them away. Here is what the bin is looking like so far. And we are just going to add the rest of this in here. And we are officially done. What's left to do is put it away. And our yarn drawers are now organized. All right, guys, that's it for this week's video. Thanks for coming along this journey of cleaning my craft room with me and organizing all of my yarn. Definitely would have been boring doing this completely by myself, so thank you for the company. It took probably like 9 hours. I have a lot of yarn. Let's see how fast it takes to mess it up. All right. Well, I'm Lainey. This was KnotsByLaney. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.